Funny, around the year 2000, a lot of people were talking about how's business going to be done in the new millennium. I don't think the year 2000 was any significant landmark, but there's a trend I isolated back then that I'm trying to get my clients into before their competition. And it comes down to a simple statement. Today's core product, and you can call whatever you sell, whether it be, beer, wine, financial services, whatever, that's your core product. Today's core product is not tomorrow's core product. Today's value-added service is tomorrow's core product. Please understand what I mean by that. Why would you be selling a financial plan that I can get anywhere cheaper, even free of charge from the bank, right? When what you should be selling is everything you do to add value to my lifestyle that's got nothing to do with the plan. I think most people are in the wrong business. Let me give you examples from the real world where this has happened. Let's take the computer industry. The way they used to sell computers 20 years ago was you'd pay an arm and a leg for the hardware and they'd give you a whole lot of software for free. That's how they used to sell computers. Now it's exactly the opposite. Now you pay an arm and a leg for software and applications and the boxes are relatively cheap. Why? Because the only point of differentiation in the whole IT industry is software and applications. Who worked that out? Microsoft, most profitable company in the world. Who failed to see that coming? IBM, used to be the biggest company in the world. You take the mobile phone market. The first mobile phone you got, if you're old enough, remember in the olden days you'd pay an arm and a leg for the brick, do you know what I mean, back in the early 90s? And they would give you a whole lot of calls for free. That's how they used to sell mobile phones. Now it's exactly the opposite. You can get a mobile handset today of the latest technology for $0 as long as you sign a contract to buy 24 months worth of calls. Why? Because the money's in the calls. It does not mean the phone is free. If you lose it and it's not insured, you pay $900 for a new one, Nokia and Apple make their money. What the industry has said is we'll take a loss on the one-off sale to make money out of the ongoing sales because the calls are the core product, not the phone. Why is the mobile phone industry so dumb? It encourages disloyalty. You do your homework at the end of your 24-month contract. It's actually cheaper for you to get a brand new mobile phone for $0 from a different carrier than it is to get a new battery for the mobile phone you're totally happy with. They'll charge $120 for that. You take the gymnasium industry. One of the most lucrative targets of the gymnasium industry are young mothers trying to get their figure back after having a baby. The gymnasium that offers child mining does better than the gymnasium that doesn't. And a lot of people say child mining, what a wonderful value-added service. No, but child mining is the core product. Those women want to get away from their screaming kids, and if they have to exercise, they'll do it. It's exactly what happens, right? Yeah. As men, we are similarly targeted. As men, we hate accompanying our wives, girlfriends, when they're going shopping for clothes and shoes. It takes them 4.5 hours to do what we can do in 20 seconds, right? But every once in a while, we have to accompany them. One of my New Zealand clients told me there's a factory outlet mall in Auckland called Dressmart. One of the retailers in Dressmart has a couch for lost husbands, right? They've got a big sign up on the wall that says lost husbands and they've got a couch there. And they've got a coffee table with magazines on it that blokes like to read. And there's a television there with sport on it. And you know what the husbands say? I don't care how much money you spend. We're going to one shop and one shop only. And that place is making a bloody fortune, right? Your core product, as I was saying before, is the product or service you sell. The value-added services, as I see them, are things like your years of experience, testimonials from satisfied clients, the guarantees you offer, the awards you've won, the range of services that you offer, what you give back to the community, or all of those things that add value to your client that are not necessarily directly the core product. That's the value-added services. And what I'm saying to you now, no, that's your core product. Your core product is what you do to relieve stress and recognise your customers.